Good afternoon. Before we get started, I want to reiterate 2 points that I have made off and on all during our conversations together. One, even though people talk about the church being closed, the church is not closed. Because 5343 Fowl River Road is not the church. You and I are the church. And we have been at work doing many ministries of God in the interim. We have loved on each other. We have stayed in contact with each other. We have provided food for people. We have provided funds for the homeless. So the church is open and doing God's work. So I want to make that perfectly clear before we even start out. The other thing I want to make perfectly clear is the fact that our prime objective, my prime objective, and it should be all of our prime objective, is the safety of our people. And that is what I want to talk about today. Bishop David Graves has recommended that there be no in-house worship until after June the 30th. This means that we should not come together and worship like we normally do in the sanctuary. And the reason for this is there has not been a decline over the last 14 days in the number of cases of coronavirus. And it needs to go down or on a pattern of going down before we start coming back to church. So in an attempt to stay together, an attempt to be as close together as we can, we have come up with a new plan. And we're going to combine two things. One will be drive-in worship with live streaming the services. Now, drive-in worship is where we will drive to the church at New Hope, park in our cars, stay in our cars, and tune to 88.7 on your FM radio, and you will hear the message. You will hear Sarah leading the singing. You will be able to join in the singing, and Don will be there playing the keyboard. So you will be able to be in your car and worship and look around and see all your fellow parishioners from New Hope. The second part of what we're going to try to do is at the same time that we're doing this, we're going to be able to, or try, to live stream our services on YouTube and Facebook. Basically on Facebook, because I don't have a way of live streaming to YouTube, but we'll live stream our services for people that don't want to come, can't come, or whatever. So we've got a combination of drive-in and live stream that we hope will be a blessing to everybody and will get us through these tough times. Now, thanks to Calvin and Thomas Maxwell, a lot has already been done. We are set up outside of the annex where we can live stream and broadcast directly into your car through an FM transmitter the message and the music each Sunday morning. And the way this will work is you will enter the church parking area for a 9:30, and let me repeat that, 9:30 service, and you will need to come earlier because hopefully we'll have a lot of cars to park. But you'll enter the parking area on the west side, the new paved side, and go through the breezeway and be directed to where you're going to park. So you come in through the paved area on the west side, go to the breezeway, take a left, and there'll be somebody there helping you find parking. Then once you're there, you turn your FM radio to 88.7, and you'll be able to hear all the music and the message. We need to make sure that we're there early because it will take a time to park the cars. We also need to understand that nobody is to get out of your car. That's one of the things that this is designed for, is complete social separation. So you will be staying in your car, listening to the message, listening to the music, and worshiping the Lord. Now, doesn't mean you can't look across the parking lot and see Vicky, or look across the parking lot and see Amanda, or look across the parking lot and see Tommy. What it means is we'll be there together and we'll be safe. So coupling that with the live stream on Facebook, we hope that this will be the best way to move forward until we can get past the point where it is not safe for us to worship together in the sanctuary. With the email that Cindy sent out reminding everybody or telling everybody about this, I included some guidelines that the conference and the CDC put out for in-house worship. If you get a chance, look at them, because it shows just how difficult it would be for us to come together in the sanctuary. And this is our best chance right now of praising the Lord and being together. Remember, the service starts at 9:30. Get there early. Come in on the left side or the west side of the parking lot. Take a left through the breezeway and you'll be directed where to park. Have a blessed day. And I hope everybody will support this attempt of us coming back together, because lots of folks have spent lots of time trying to make this happen. Have a good day and God bless. Goodbye.